Just nailed all three, innit? None of you have looked. None of you have looked. Shocking behaviour. I mean, I was texting.
I'm Mike Huntley, and this is my Bullseye Challenge.
Right, I'm going to do this one differently. Myself and Matthew Edgar are going to make a prediction on how many points he gets. I'm going to go for 9.
Oh, I was going to go 9.
3.
But he's got 3 already. Do you want to change it? Do you want to raise it?
I'll go 10.
Okay, then. Well, that's 4. But this whole commentary now is just going to be counting, basically.
2.
That gets him up to 5. Join in.
Can I also add, I've just heard Paul Starr has said 12.
Yeah.
1.
Paul Starr is our director behind the scenes today, but he is a rather foolish man. What are we up to now? 7?
1.
So that is 7. I need 2. You need 3. Paul Starr needs 5.
Oh, another one.
They're mine. So, miss. Oh.
3.
Oh, here we go. No more. No, don't throw.
And that's time.
Surely Matthew Edgar. He's got 10, hasn't he? Matthew Edgar's won.
Mike Huntley scores 10.
Hi, this is David Cameron, and this is my Bullseye Challenge.
Well, if you wondered where David Cameron has been since starting off
3.
the Brexit process, then he took up darts and became Canadian. Bullseye Challenge is the game now for the former
4.
PM. And he's made a very, very strong start.
Doesn't surprise me at all. David Cameron comes from a part of the world that play a lot of
2.
cricket, which is a game which plays quite a lot around the Bullseye. So I'm not surprised to see him racking up a bit of scores here in the early
No
phases.
score.
Wonder if there is a dartboard in the House of Commons.
Well, I'd be surprised if there wasn't.
3.
Be a good way to make a lot of decisions, wouldn't it? Just if it lands in black, we'll
2.
do this. If it lands in a white segment, we'll do this.
Nearest ball to see who gets the better budget.
That's time. 1 scored with a final visit. David Cameron scores 15.
Hi, I'm Ivo Leeksma, and this is my Bullseye Challenge.
So time for another Bullseye Challenge. This is Ivo Lexma, the Dutchman and ADC Europe qualifier here at the Super Series, getting the full experience. Matthew Edgar, you're a bit of an expert at this particular game. What's he doing right and wrong?
Well, for starters, he's only using 3 darts at a time. As we know, it's easier to cut down the walk-in time. This is a race against the clock, the highest score. And, well,
1.
Ivo is going to have to find a bit more.
Yeah, he's not particularly racing up and down the hockey, is he? He's out for a gentle amble
2.
in the arena.
He's just sort of taking it in his stride, isn't he? Yet to hit a bullseye, though. He does have 5 in the green. 1 point for a green, 2
1.
points for a red.
Nothing in this game. You know the rest. Green again.
1.
It's not the best. No bull from Ivo
And
Lexma.
that's time. Ivo Lexma scores 7.
I'm John Michael. I have a Bullseye Challenge.
Well, John Michael has a Bullseye Challenge. Here he is. You know what he's got to be here,
2.
Matt, don't you? Grease Lightning.
Well, we have seen him be extremely good on the bullseye. Just come from a part
1.
of the world where they do still play quite a bit of soft tip and play a lot of machine-based darts, which predominantly is played around this area. So he should be quite a strong fancy and favourite for this.
2.
He's finding the leaves at the moment, but hasn't located the rows yet. John Michael, and that's another wayward one. Amazing, isn't it? Oh,
2.
there we go. He was hitting bullseyes for fun during his matches at the Super Series. Took him a while to find one in the Bullseye Challenge.
2.
Couldn't really use that first one as a marker, but you feel if he gets this one just underneath the bullseye, he should plonk a few on top.
2.
Great dart. Nearly tripped up on his way back. Here we go. Can he get any more in?
2.
And gets a couple
And
in
that's
before the
time.
end.
John Michael scores 13.
I'm Jim McEwen, and this is my Bullseye Challenge.
Jim McEwen, Bullseye Challenge. The first 3 darts will be important for Jim because it'll also be his last 3 darts.
3.
If there's a challenge that is not suited to Jim McEwen, it is this one. Not because he's not very good. I think he's still going to be very accurate. I just think the dart to point ratio is going to be good. He's just not going to
3.
throw that many.
I mean, I'm probably asking the wrong man here based on your antics during this challenge, Matthew Edgar, but is the right approach just to play your own game at your own pace and aim
2.
for accuracy, or is it about speed, this challenge?
It's a little bit of both. A little bit of both. Which is, again, why I come up with such an amazing strategy.
Yeah, Glenn Durrant actually
4.
got it all wrong. If you want to go back through the archives and look at old Bullseye challenges, Jim McEwen's not doing bad here, though, playing at his own pace. And he is pretty
3.
precise.
You can get another one in here. Or at least a few throws. This is what we want to see Jim McEwen throw like.
Well, not quite.
And that's time. Jim McEwen scores 15. This is the Week 3 Group A Bullseye Challenge. Whoa, 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 whoa. You could get that reset. Hey.
So here we go then. Group A. Joining forces.
1.
Putting rivalries aside for a moment to participate in the Bullseye Challenge together. 90 seconds for the group challenges. And we've seen some great results
3.
in these so far.
We have, I believe, 32 is the score to beat at present. And, well, it's
2.
always interesting. I love watching the group dynamics and seeing how Michael Huntley actually went to go first and then stood at the back of the exclusion zone. And Bradley
3.
was like, nope, I'll take the lead.
I'm also wondering if Jim McEwen's going to speed up because of the pressure. No, he's not.
1.
Don't want to be the first to miss.
No score.
Well, David Cameron will take that honour. As that's 1 lap completed in about 50 seconds of the time. So
3.
everyone's going to get about 2 goes.
Here is Huntley looking to use that dart and does perfectly.
1.
But only chipping away each player at the moment. Nothing spectacular.
Well, Evo should speed things up
2.
a little bit. He's a very rapid player. He'll present the hockey.
Ah, perfect for John Michael, this.
3.
Brilliant. Hat-trick. Smashing.
I think it's safe to say, with the amount of time left and the darts that are being thrown, that
No
this is
score.
not going to be a record breaker.
This will be the last go. Can David Cameron produce some fireworks?
3.
A decent way to finish.
And that's time.
Teamwork makes the dream work at the Super Series once again.
Final score 22.
Hi, my name's Shane Hayward, and this is my Bullseye Challenge.
Here we go then. Shane Hayward, a newbie to the Bullseye Challenge, a newbie to the Super
3.
Series, but wasting no time in finding the little circles in the middle of the board.
Yep, this is indeed Shane Hayward, formerly known as Barry Bates.
3.
And according to the little decoration on the back of his shirt, his nickname's actually Shh.
1.
Does that mean we need to be quiet for the next 29 seconds?
I mean, I don't mind that. But let's see how he gets on here.
2.
For those that don't know, actually, these videos are filmed before a day's dart starts, so the rest of the players will be watching this in the practice room. This might be a nice little warning to them that Shane Hayward means business on the
2.
Super Series stage.
Especially if he leaves the ball.
Nice turn of pace as well.
And that's time.
But that's it. Not even allowed to throw that last dart.
Shane Hayward scores 11.
Hi, I'm Alan Norris, and this is my Bullseye Challenge.
Well, Alan Norris, straight in the
3.
bullseye. And Chuck Norris, well, he's the only player who can hit 4 bullseyes in a 3-dart bullseye challenge.
1.
I'm sure he's done it if you ask him. He's got plenty of darts anyway in the case, hasn't he? He's normally a player that turns up with a good sort of 9 or 12.
4.
Surprised he hasn't tried a tactic which has been very successful here before, of just using them all before collecting.
Well, this is
2.
decent stuff so far. Norris certainly can chuck.
I'm quite impressed with how he gets up and down the hockey. Look, he does it in 2 steps. Look, big
1.
strides. 1, 2, off.
I bet he gets to where he's going quick. He can do a 20-minute journey
3.
in 5 minutes, Alan Norris, with that stride. Can he strike again?
2.
Does that count? Does it
And
count?
that's time.
Does that count? Tell us, does it count?
The first one counts. 2 scored.
2 scored?
Alan Norris scores 16.
Hi, I'm Jensen Walker, and this is my Bullseye Challenge.
And it's go, go, go as Jensen Walker begins the Bullseye Challenge. A checkered flag on the shirt, but it will be waving in less than a minute.
Well, he's
No
got
score.
a racing name, a racing shirt. He's racing up and down the hockey, but he's not quite found that accuracy yet as the 17-year-old England youth captain.
1.
A mix of Jensen Button and Murray Walker. But will he be in P1? I think he's actually
1.
going to have to retire the car if he carries on like this.
Finds the red, first one of the outing.
2.
Should have plenty of time here to get a couple more visits, so still time to register a score, especially if he starts finding this accuracy.
5.
Jensen finds the button. Twice. And he's not much of a walker. He's sprinting to retrieve his darts.
2.
But that's that.
And that's time. Jensen Walker scores 13. This is the Week 3 Group C Team Bullseye Challenge.
Always interesting dynamic this, what order they throw in, and Alan Norris
2.
has taken the initiative, basically made himself the team captain and gone first.
Jim McEwen
3.
going last. I'm sure that's down to his pace, but I'm sure he's going to throw him a little bit quicker during this challenge because I don't want to let the team down.
No
Yeah,
score.
Otherwise, this will be the last throw for all of them. Shane Hayward, now part of the Super Series Dream Team. He was pretty good on his own Bullseye
No
challenge,
score.
but the pressure of having partners has weighed heavy on his shoulders.
Well, that's the first scoring dart in about 8.
2.
So I don't think this is going to beat the record, especially with just 50 seconds to go and Jim McEwen on the hockey. There might only be 10 left when he's finished.
No
And
score.
he hasn't scored points either. Oh, this is an absolute shambles of a showing.
1.
Well, we've seen the highest score. I think we potentially now could see the lowest.
2.
Yeah, I think they all need to walk off stage and be ashamed of themselves. Come on, save it, Mike. Save it, Mr. Huntley. That's brilliant.
4.
An oasis of excellence amongst the desert of dross.
No score.
Yeah, I don't think we've got a record-breaking group here. Where's that wooden
2.
spoon?
Go on, Chucky. Go on, Chucky. Power of the minute, speed.
4.
He should throw that fast all the time.
We can
And
only
that's
wish.
time. Week 3 Group C have the lowest score so far in 20.
I'm Jeff Smith. This is my Bullseye Challenge.
So Jeff Smith's Bullseye Challenge starts with
4.
2 bullseyes. He's come all the way from Canada just to play this game. He loves it here at the Super Series.
Surely this is the man who's
1.
going to do well at this challenge. Spends a lot of time playing soft tip and cricket and various versions of the darts that allow him to play on this target quite a lot. And I
3.
did notice before this started, he even asked our referee Jack Garwood, he says, what's the record? Now that's confidence.
4.
Well, he's have a good fist at this already. 12 points scored.
I don't think he's going to get up to the record,
2.
but he might start challenging the record for the most bullseyes. He's already got 4 and there's plenty of time.
Come on, Jeff, a couple more, mate.
2.
Well, there's one.
Oh, we can get another visit in here. 3 more seconds. That's plenty of time.
1. And that's time.
There we go. How about that?
Jeff Smith scores 17.
Hi, I'm Andy Hamilton and I'm doing the Bullseye Challenge.
So let's see if the hammer can nail the Bullseye Challenge. A man who has played on the biggest stages, won on many of the biggest stages. Such a steely competitor in his time. But can he crack the Super Series Bullseye Challenge?
I don't think this is a challenge that's made for him.
1.
He has tried many challenges before. The Premier League Challenge, the World Championship Challenge, where he reached the final. But I'm not sure a race against the clock is going to suit the hammer.
3.
Yeah, one of the ideas for Specials Week, actually, is literally that. Have a shot timer, but then only put slow players in the field. See what happens.
I like it. I like it. Very much so.
6.
Well, he might not be fast, but he's good.
That is the perfect visit from Andy Hamilton. What a sight to behold.
And that's time.
But that's
1 with the final visit.
all he's got. A brilliant highlight in there. Not bad from the hammer.
Andy Hamilton scores 11.
I'm Tommy Morris. This is my Bullseye Challenge.
Well, Blinkley will miss this. Tommy Morris is rapid. And the bullseye hitting
3.
is not bad either. 325s in his first go. Expect him to get plenty more goes than most.
Some people are just
1.
made for a challenge and some aren't. And Tommy Morris is certainly made for a race against the clock, and he's knocking up some points early on.
1.
But he's actually starting to pick up the speed even more.
No bull yet.
No
It's a
score.
bit all over the place here. A scattergun from Morris.
1.
Oh, that's going to kill some time having to pick that one up off the floor.
You only get a minute, and as the seconds
1.
tick away, you know that you've blown your chance.
Got a minute to win it.
2.
He ain't winning anything
And
with
that's
that.
time. Tommy Morris scores 9. Now we look like Russian dolls in order. This is the Week 3 Group B Bullseye Challenge.
Well, how can they work as a team? Group B, we've got a couple
3.
of players in Canada's Jeff Smith and his compatriot David Cameron, one going first, one going last, that probably will have played pairs stuff together before.
2.
How will this group work together? No misses so far.
Well, they've got one bonus and benefit, and that's that Group C this week was absolute
3.
dross. So at least they know they're not going to get the wooden spoon.
Yeah, they were awful, weren't they? Well, Tommy Morris was awful on his individual
5.
one, but for him, teamwork is where he comes alive.
1.
Be a good team leader, wouldn't he, with Tommy Morris? Good pace this one.
Yeah, you could see him motivating his
1.
teammates. Andy Hamilton even speeding up for them. Well, to an extent.
I don't think they'll mind how fast he plays while he's filling up the bullseye.
4.
Over to John Michael, the Greek god of darts. And he's throwing some good stuff. He's thrown some good stuff at the bullseye all week. No surprise to see him hitting it.
Tell you what, this is on for a good score. There's still 20 seconds on the clock.
3.
And the tally is rising.
Yeah, really good stuff. David Cameron in on the act. Oh, don't drop a dart. Just leave it,
1.
mate. Get out of the way.
I think that could have ruined the opportunity to break the record, and if that didn't, this certainly
No
is.
score.
Michael racing to the hockey. Can he make one
No
more
score.
count?
And that's time. It was after the time.
Referee's
Yeah.
decision is final, John.
Week 3, Group B scored 26. Thanks, boys. See you at 10. Good.